Welcome to Halflington. Picturesque, eh? You must be here to audition for the protagonist role. Very well. We'll see if you're up for it. Why don't you take a look around? I do love a tavern, don't you? So cozy. Let's see if you know your way around the basics. Not to get too technical, but can you point out a table? I'll let you know if you're off track. Oh, that's a relief. You wouldn't believe how many main characters I lose on that one. This next one will be a bit trickier. Can you point out a patron? That's what I call customers. I just like how fancy it sounds. Correct. Though in the future, you might refrain from poking strangers. Some find it rude. That's objects and people handled. Shall we see if you can tell the difference between the rooms? Can you locate the storeroom? That's decorative. Patrons adore ambiance. Very good. The storeroom is also a great place to hide from annoying customers. Oh dear, is that an adventurer headed this way? Always a handful, heroes. Why don't you see what he wants? After all, interacting with odd characters is part of the job. Just click on the fellow with the book above his head.
Good boy.
As you move to intercept the adventurer, he sweeps his sword from its sheath and slams it into the bar top, rattling the tankards and startling the other patrons. He strikes... He frowns, giving his breastplate a polish with a bar towel. Not much of a greeting. In stories, people usually welcome heroes with more grateful bowing. Never mind, I don't have time to educate the help. I have an epic journey to begin, and those usually start with slaying beasties on behalf of some random nobody. He stares expectantly at you. It's awkward. Hello? That would be you? Do you have a quest for me or not? You? Impossible! You're a tavern keeper. You don't even have a sword. Watch this. He yanks his blade out of the bar and takes a few swings. Hi-ya! Have at thee! He chops a tankard in half, breathing heavily. You see? This is real main character stuff I'm showing you. And what have you got? An apron? That's all wrong. What kind of story would the bards write about you? The tavern? I don't get it. What would the focus even be? Drinks, food and entertainment? Designing your own decor? Chatting with customers about their lives? His voice softens and he looks down at his sword, seeming lost. But what about me? If I'm not the center of attention, what am I supposed to do? I was all prepared for grim one-liners and fighting dragons. Really? I don't have to do any fighting or dungeon crawling? The whole world isn't hinging on my valiant deeds? I could just hang out? He takes his hand off his sword and heaves a heavy sigh. He seems relieved. That sounds nice, actually. The whole destined hero thing was weighing on me, if I'm honest. If you need me, I'll be trying out a cozy chair by the fire. You hand him a tankard, and he wanders off to admire the decor, sword sheathed. You managed to defuse the situation? Impressive. I thought for sure that would be a disaster. Let's move on. Now, I'd like to see how you handle opening a tavern yourself. Click on the prompt to the right when you're ready.
Whoa.
Welcome to the swamp. Sorry, I blew the location budget on that Halflington tavern. I hope you like mud. First things first, it's time to teach you how to teach yourself. Hovering your cursor over things like checklists can bring up helpful tooltips. Why don't you try it? Phenomenal work! You mastered tooltips, and thus the secret to mastering the whole game. Onwards! The tap room is ready, but you're missing a vital piece, the tap. You'll need one to serve drinks. Build one wherever you like. It's that easy. Ready to hire your first staffer?
Tom.
Really? Based on those qualifications? Are they a friend of yours? Never mind. It's time to buy drinks. The traveling merchant will be here momentarily. Click on him when he arrives. Excited to tap that barrel? Select the tap you installed to assign your new beverage to it. That does it for basic necessities. I think you're ready to open for business. Unlock those doors. It's smooth sailing from here. Wait for a patron, and your staffer will do the work.
Go with it. Follow the... Toggle it the head. Got caught up.
Dead simple, see? Now, let me show you how to make your tavern more cozy. Decorating your tavern truly makes it your own. Take this table, for example. It's an empty canvas, ready to transform. You might decorate it with something simple, perhaps place a centerpiece. But why stop there? You can change and tweak every element according to your mood. Ooh, feeling romantic? And you needn't stop at simply decorating. You can design anything you can imagine, piece by piece. Go wild! For now, let's try something simple. Select a piece from the design mode and combine it with the table. You'll have hundreds of options as a tavern keeper, but let's start with 3. That's an interesting choice. Well, there's no accounting for taste. That's enough decorating for now. You know, I think I've found my protagonist. The role is yours if you want it. Go on, run the tavern as you like for a few days. Perhaps you can earn your first tavern star.
Get what? Ga we. You we.
Kitako. Teweko.
You will.
Weko ge wai.
Ko. Hey wo ge wa. Ui.
You hear a dry, rhythmic clatter approaching the front door of the tavern. Could it be a peddler selling kindling or a shaman's rattlestick? But when the door opens, it's a skeleton standing on the stoop. It shambles in. Its skull swivels, fixing you with a baleful, undead stare. The skeleton's jaw creaks open slowly, the ghastly voice of death spilling forth. "Cheers, mate. Dreadful chilly out. You open?" Many thanks, many thanks. The name's Cuthbert. Pleasure to make your acquaintance." Those skulls seem already to grin by default. Somehow the skeleton seems to smile. "One off the tap, if you please. I don't drink much, but I enjoy holding the mug and sloshing it around. Find the ritual of it soothing, I suppose. Lifts the spirits, and I could use a bit of that." "Not so much lately. The shifts down at the dungeon have been drying up ever since the Dark Lord abdicated. Could be for the best." You serve the drink. Cuthbert clasps it, tapping his bony fingers against the pewter mug. "Truth is, me heart's not in the job anymore. Been starting to wonder, did I become a dungeon henchman because it was what I wanted or because it was expected of me? I could be missing out on a job I really love. I want a job where I can chat with people. Something like what you do." Cuthbert sighs, the mournful sound coming from deep in his open ribcage in a way that makes no sense whatsoever. He brings the mug up to his skull and taps the rim against his teeth. "In the dungeon, it's always about blocking doors and doing spooky dances. Hardly anyone stops to talk before they knock my skull off with a big hammer." "Skeletons give everybody the willies. Whenever I'm out and about on errands, people run the other way, even shopkeeps. Makes doing the groceries right difficult." Cuthbert waves his finger bones in a vaguely dismissive gesture. Who would hire an employee that makes their customers squeamish? talked me into it. I'm headed down to that dungeon right now and turning in me rusty old sword and shield. The afterlife is too short to waste. Cuthbert slaps a palm against the counter. It makes a sound like a bowl of rocks being thrown at a wall. You're a good sort. You know what? Next time you see me, I'll have an application for you, boss. He gives a jerky nod and saunters away, whistling liplessly to himself through some mechanism you don't understand.
Yeah.
Tea.
I bet that nice skeleton is looking for a new job by now. You should check the new applicants. Maybe he'd like to work here.
คู่กูจ้ากูค่ะ
As a skeleton, some patrons might find Cuthbert a little frightening. Also, he hardly sleeps. But no one's perfect. Seems we're in for a... In fact, when he was alive, he... Oh, never mind. Let's save that story for the full game. Carry on. Bullseye! A 1-star rating or... Ready? You're a natural. Click on the message on the right to claim it. Fun. Makes you want another one, doesn't it?
째.
왜?
이거 고.
제.
계획했.
째. 가. 히.
Cô hào ngộ vì khá gỗ kêu hào
Get out. Get go.
Nó Ito wa đi hào
Get
Cô
out.
cho qua vì khá gỗ có bộ vì xa gỗ gỗ vì khá gỗ kêu hào
Ui
Cô cao hào ngộ cô hào vì khá
Bad weather on the way. Feel it in my bad leg, right here in the joint, ever since that goblin injured it. The old-timer leans heavily on the back of a chair and rubs his knobby knee, grimacing out the window at the mild day outside. Sure, he apologised right there on the dance floor for dropping me mid-twirl. Even bought me a candy apple after. Sweet feller. Still, leg's never been the same since. You feel that in the air, young'un? That's the storm. So you can feel it too, eh? Right you are. That rain's coming down before the day is out, sure as shuffling. He sniffs, massaging his knee. Ah well, nothing wrong with a bit of rain. Good for remembering.
Ui
Got cock. 자, 원은 하.
기차 고고 가고 위카가 고고 하고 그저와 위카가
T. 가와. 카.
키우고 하고 제외고 키키고
T.
I presume you're the employer of this establishment? I represent a service that matches employers with desperate job seekers they can exploit. The tiny woman peers up at you through thick-lensed glasses, smiling brightly. Mind if I drop off some information? They'll work cheaper than your current staffers, I can promise you that. They're desperate for employment. You'll barely have to treat them like people. Glancing around, you notice one of your staffers listening in with a disquieted frown. Wonderful. I'll just leave some resumes with you here. She slips a sheaf of papers from her bag and passes them to you, tapping the top page with a dainty finger. A little tip. I personally saw the third in the stack begging on their knees for a job. I'm certain they'll work for next to nothing. If you push it. Well, toodles. You look down at the papers, not meeting your staffer's eyes. It's just business, after all. Shame we can't keep on playing forever, but this is just a demo. How should we end things? I'll leave it up to you. Here, a nice shiny button. Ooh. Press it to end things with a bang, or let the timer run out and leave your tavern to putter along after you go. It certainly is a tempting button, no? The suspense is simply dreadful. You're showing incredible restraint. That clicking finger is something itchy. Couldn't resist, I see that for you, the joy of creation has a darker twin. The thrill of destruction. I'll keep that in mind when you join me for the full story. Thanks for playing the Tavern Keeper demo. I've had ever so much fun.